Hello builders, and welcome to this episode of Ask the Trainers, where we answer your questions. My name is Dave Dietrich. I'm up in Seattle from sunny Southern California with my friends Rachel, Karen, and Tim. Normally you get to hear one of our answers to something, whether we're on site with you or you're at a boot camp or even just a response on topic. But in these rare occurrences, you get to hear from all four of us. We're missing our Christy, but four is good enough. So let's jump into some of the questions that we've collected from builders, Twitter, and the rest of, as my good friend Tim says, the internets.
Internets. It's a series of tubes.
All right, first question. How can a church best use the city to make static content available to the congregation?
Lots of flannel roped together.
A balloon, yes.
First one that comes to mind is that you can always create a topic with whatever static content you're looking for, like certain documents or links to different documents or whatever, and feature that topic in church group or whatever group you're looking for.
Yeah, I mean, I to define, so static topic being topics that, or static information being, or documentation, being info that you always go back to. I've seen churches use the plaza as a storehouse where you can share things to the plaza and then always link back to it. And it's not, it doesn't necessitate you to be inside of a particular group because it's already out there with a private URL or something like that. You can always link back to that URL. So it can be effective to use the plaza as a place where you do an initial post, but the ability to link back can be really helpful.
I think too, determining what kind of information you want to put in the city and who your audience is going to be really important. For example, if we are sharing podcasts, is that something that you want only available to your congregation that is on the city? Or is it something that we want publicly available? Maybe we house that on the public website and link back to it from inside the city. It just depends on who you want your audience to be and what kind of information you want each of those audiences to have.
And the only thing that is truly like static would be like mission statements, things like that are always relevant. And a lot of that stuff doesn't need to be visible as much as it just needs to be attainable. And like promotions, if you have a topic that's static, but you have a promotion that comes up every once in a while, you can point to static items like that as well. So, sorry.
Good answer, David.
It was good that we waited for that.
Side note before we get started, anything that we talk about in these different videos, if you ever have any questions, our wiki is really easy to find that information. So for example, promotions, if you wanted to find more information on that, hit the help button in the upper right corner of your city and look it up. Your turn.
What can a non-designy person do to make good promos? Non-designy.
Well, the first thing that I think of is that if you're a non-designy, try to find somebody who is a designy. Because it gets broken down into two concepts here. One would be like a conceptual concept of do I understand how to design things? And then the other one would be a technical concept of do I have the tools to be able to do that? So the conceptual part would be just learn, do some Google searches, look at some sites, find out some of the basic concepts for font design and color schemes and things like that, make them match the site. And then the other side would be, do you have the technical tools to be able to do that? So there's a couple of tools that are common, Photoshop and Illustrator are kind of more industry standard things, or industry standard programs that you would use to design. GIMP is a free kind of open source version or similar to Photoshop, but you can even use things like Microsoft Paint or I don't know, whatever other kind of just basic drawing program that you have. Put something together and get it out there. Those would be the two things that I think about.
And in order to find that designy person in your church, you can utilize the skills feature on the city. Mm-hmm. I think it might be one of our default ones, but if not, you can add it. And it's graphic design. And so you can, hopefully when people filled out their account settings, they checked if they actually had that skill. So you can go up to the search box in the top right corner of the city, type it in, and message everybody that said they have that skill and ask them for some help. You can make a contest out of it, say, hey, we need promotions for this event or these various things, and they could submit their, their version of it. You could try to make it fun.
I know we already mentioned the help desk, but we have promotions already stored and loaded for you, so you could always just cheat and borrow some from the help desk. And then for creating content, just like David was saying, there's free resources. I use one called PicMonkey. It's PICMONKEY. I think that one's really easy to use.
Yeah, the only thing I'd add is clarity over creativity. Make sure that it makes sense, whatever you're trying to say. I mean, too often we get pictures and all kinds of abstract design. Clarity, clarity, clarity. After all, you're attempting to communicate something.
There's also just putting on the promotion somewhere, click here.
Yeah.
So letting
Oh my
people
gosh.
know that it's something that they can
Yeah, interact with. Yeah.
Otherwise, I think it's just a picture.
Awesome.
Well, that does it for us. Thanks, as always, for your time. We really appreciate having you involved in this process. Submit your questions through the City Builders, or you can tweet or Facebook us. Thanks so much for your time.
So if you scoot in toward Karen a little, and David stays where he is.
How's this? Should we do it like this?
Just do it just like that.
Just practicing for your handbell.
Wait, where are we looking?
There.
This one, that one. We're all musical people.
All right, good.
Actually.
We are?
Yeah. Do you know me?
Hello, builders. Welcome to this episode of Ask the Trainer, where we ask you. No, we answer. Hello, builders. Welcome to this episode of Ask the Trainers, where you ask the questions and we give the answers. I don't remember what else I'm supposed to say. Should we just say goodbye or?
So long.
But you
farewell.
guys normally say something.
Good
Right.
night.
We love to hear more. We need more questions. Have a Merry Christmas, if it hasn't already happened. Thank you for letting us be a part of your day. Nothing. Someone else needs to do it.